mental health, stress management, and family well-being. And I'm going to try my best to be very short. I had always defined while I was in school, they defined health for us. They say health is not just the absence of sicknesses, but it is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. It's not that just not because maybe you didn't have fever, it means you are well. No, wellness is defined beyond just health. It also determines how you think, how you are able to face challenges, how you are able to handle difficult times. All of those things are part of what is defined as health. Also, how you are able to relate with your neighbor, and also how you are able to raise good children is also part of your mental health. So, I'm going to quickly x ray mental health as I was told to do. Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well being. It shapes how we think, feel, and act. That is for mental health. It determines how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Good mental health is more than the absence of illness. It enables you to realize your ability, abilities and cope with the normal stresses of life. Now, why do we think mental health is important? When we say mental health, somebody that is able to have a good, like I was listening to somebody one time, and he believes for everything he does, he believes that people envy him. So if you say anything that does not support his perspective, he will call you, he will say you are envious. That person does not have a good mental health. He believes everybody is his enemy. That's not having a good mental health. So being positive, see people's opinion well, know how to also accept people's opinions based on what level they are coming from, also is captured in mental health. Now, why do we talk about mental health? Your psychological state impacts every aspect of your life. A strong mental health allows you to, number one, if you have a very good mental health, work productively and reach your full potential. If you have a very good mental health, you'll be able to be active at work. Anywhere you work, they will not want to lose you. Anywhere, any office you occupy, your boss will not want to let you go because you will contribute positively. You will not, even if they pay you 10,000 naira, your attitude to work and the good things you bring to the work will make that you will become so valuable because you just feel like this is what I have to do now and I have to do it well. So that kind of mentality helps you to be very productive. That's affects your productivity. Then it builds and maintain healthy relationship. If you have a good mental health, it impacts on your relationship and it also impacts on your relationship with your children. There are some parents that don't have a relationship with their children. Some of us that in our churches we work with the youth in our churches. There are some things we know about some people's children that their parents don't know about them. Like as I'm standing here now, there are some of the leaders in my church that what I know about their children, they themselves don't know. So if I even tell them what their children does, they will not believe it. But their children tells me, but I cannot tell the parents because they cannot handle it. You understand? So now, and how these things come about is how healthy your relationship is with your children. And a lot of things affect relationship growing up. Sometimes you have to be intentional, you have to be positive. You must also be broad-minded to accommodate all kinds of people and what approaches people have. You may have children, you know, all children are different. There are some that will never pick things at the first. Like you need to repeat them severally before they will pick it. Some you don't even need, just need to eye them and they will pick it. And because you know that they are different, you are not now going to so criticize the other one to the point that he will now feel that my parents don't love me. And then they will now withdraw and they will never tell you many things again. And then the child believes that the parents don't love. What I used to notice growing up is I've seen like there's something that surprised me among my cousins. They came from Lagos. Then they used to visit our house. Then they were schooling in Abraka. So because we live in Delta State, they will first of all visit our house before they will go to school. The elder sister, because she has missed her younger sister so much, she would put something in her mouth and kiss the paper so that her mouth will show. She will close it. Say, please, when you get back, give my sister to kiss it too. And when I see the way they love themselves so much, how did they grow this thing? Because we growing up, we know, like, it's not like we don't love ourselves, but we are not this. We don't reach this place. There is something around there, and you need to see when the brother met his own sister, the way he grabbed, they are now grown, no, but this is his younger sister. He held her, carried her on his leg like his sister, like that 2 years girl that she used to be. To the point that people started getting embarrassed. Come, they go say na your girlfriend, you know, go shift for this girl. He said, but anything person wants to make it. I just saw that connection, and I felt this was an investment by parents. Somebody invested this atmosphere of love, and the person was intentional about it. And how to grow these things are everywhere, in how to open up yourself to relationship, how to listen to people, how to accommodate even the people you think are wayward. There are some girls that get pregnant, like the girl I was with yesterday. She was convincing me so strongly why I should do an abortion for her. And I told her I've never done one, and I don't think I will ever do. But she said, I said, keep it. She said, no, I'm in 300 level, Unidel. My parents are in Benin, and they are pastors. They cannot take this. I must remove it. So if you're not going to remove it for me, I'm going to look for another hospital where they will remove it. Because there is nothing you are going to tell me that will make me not to remove it. I said, what if you remove it and you don't have baby again? He said, even if I don't have baby again, no problem, I must remove this one. Did you understand? The reason is she can't tell her parents. But there are some other children that will call their dad and say, Dad, I've got pregnant. You think it's a lie? Eh? Some children will tell their parents. They know their father will be displeased. They know their mother will be displeased, but they will tell their parents because there's an investment in relationship. They have told their parents when they went very bad. Their parents rebuked them and corrected them and told them, keep telling me. You are a human being. I know you can make mistakes, but keep telling me. I will not kill you. You are still my child. But tell me so that I can guide you. So they feel safe. But some, if you tell them that one they did, you couldn't cope. So they will not tell you another one. They will not tell you another, because the last one they told you, you could not cope. So there are a lot of things you do in trying to establish relationship. Having a positive mental attitude and establishing a relationship that will last and will be beneficial. So relationship. Then cope with difficult life challenges and stress. If you have a positive mental health, it does that. Then make meaningful contribution to your community. That's why it's good to have positive mental attitude. If you don't have, you will not be able to do all of this and have that kind of contribution. Now, how to influence your mental state? I think this will be important. How to make yourself start having positive mental attitude towards life. Number one, prioritize sleep. They say if you are not sleeping adequately, your brain will be, you cannot, there now small thing they go do, you go less. You understand? You will not be able to be calm because you are not having adequate rest. So you are overshooting. So make sure you make priority. And how you do is, they say stick to a regular sleep schedule if it is possible. As soon as it is 11, you are switching off. And as soon as it is 5 a.m., you are waking up. You can insist on that regular sleep schedule. It can help you maintain a very good mental alertness. Then engage a positive mental attitude using faith to influence your faith. How this means is that, like when we were doing psychiatry, in psychiatry, when I was doing that posting in the medical school, they said the psychiatrist doctor used to like the clergy. They see them like companions. It's like pastors. Other aspect of medicine, there is a way pastors do. Some of them don't like pastors. Maybe the O&G guys in obstetrics and gynecology, they have booked a woman for CS. The pastor will say nobody will deliver with CS, and the baby will not die in the womb. They will be angry with pastors. What are these pastors are deceiving people? But it is different for those in psychiatry. The psychiatrists like pastors. They say pastors used to give faith to their people so much that they come out of depression, that they are helping us do therapeutic work on our patients. You understand? So they use faith to influence their faith. Faith, Faith, to influence your FATE. Did you understand? So that's what you do. When you notice that there are some things that are beginning to affect you, you are beginning to believe everybody around you is a witch. You understand? Why not have faith that the witch cannot touch you, and therefore start relating with them well in such a way that you now, because that thing you are thinking may be wrong. One guy doing POS came to me. He said, I felt he's going psychiatric because he says the way people they look me, if they pass my office, anytime the way they look me, and they suspect say they're no good. I said, no, now your mind they deceive you. You understand? So use faith to influence. Then always look at solutions, not problems. Always look at solutions. If you cannot pay your children's school fees now, don't sit and be crying. If you cry, it will not change. Does worry change anything? Okay, so anytime you meet any challenge in life, how to work on your mental state or have positive mental, don't say, hey, that's how everything about me used to be. Nothing works for me. That's you killing yourself. Very soon you are going to pass it on to your environment. Very soon you will no longer be that bright person. Very soon people will start disconnecting from you. You'll start getting isolated. So always tell yourself, if I worry over this thing, can it change the situation? No. So why am I worrying? Look at how they put it. They say if you meet any situation in life, any situation you meet, even if it is so bad, let me even assume you have cancer, for example. They now tell you that you have been diagnosed of breast cancer and you know there is no treatment, it means you will die. They can manage you to give you some years, but you definitely die. You now ask yourself, if I now worry about the breast cancer, will it change? No. If I decide not to worry, I can be a better person. Because if your worry cannot change it, then why are you worrying? Then if there is a solution to that problem, then why are you worrying when there is a solution? Why not go for the solution? So there is no space for worry. Worry is one of the things that destroys mental state. And then accept that there are things you cannot change. That's one way to help your mental distance. Accept it that there are some things you cannot change. Then and change the things that you can change. In life, there are some things that no matter how you do it, you can't change them. For example, you lost somebody now. Somebody died. There's nothing you can do to get that person back to life. Can you do it? Okay, what if I decide to start crying over it for the rest of my life? Will the person wake up? So why do I have to now cry? You understand? You have to just recalibrate your mind and say, I've done my best. I've taken this person to the hospital. The doctors have done what they are supposed to do. This person has died. There is nothing we can do. So you arise and move on with your life. Because no matter what you do, that person will not come back. So accept those things you cannot change. It helps your mental state. One guy came back from abroad and he lost his mom. And if you see the way the guy cried, he said, my mother has suffered too much. I just made it now. I said, let me come and bless her. Now that I've made it, to come and bring her out of poverty. That's when she knew she would die. And he couldn't take it. You understand? And sometimes they now begin to push it back to God. They will say God is not fair to them, and they will stop attending church because God refused to keep their mother alive to enjoy. Because after all the service that my mother has served God, God now allowed her to die because they felt that staying alive will be better for the person than for the person going to meet God. But the way God is seeing it is different from you. It's not necessarily because he hates her. It's because maybe he wanted a better life for her by calling her home. Hope you know it's better for Christians to die than to be alive. Hello? Do you agree with me? You don't agree? Every Christian that has finished his ways on earth, that has done everything that he's supposed to do, it's better for him to die than to be alive. That alive you want him to be, he'll be pooping on himself, giving you problem. Is that better than going to enjoy? So there are some things you should let go, let it fly. Now, I've said this before, choose not to worry because worry cannot change anything. So these are the things you do to build your mental state and build a healthy environment. If you allow your mental state to be affected, things that affect mental state is anxiety. The brain cannot tolerate depression for a long time. If you allow something to depress you for a long time, you will start having hallucination. You will start seeing people chasing you in the dream. You start seeing your neighbor coming to off your lights while you are sleeping, putting darkness upon you. You will start seeing some things. That thing you are seeing are actually false experiences appearing real. That's what people call fear. Fear, FEAT, false experiences appearing real. So those things you are seeing are genuinely not there, because people in the same room with you will not see them, but you are seeing them because the brain has now succumbed to the picture you are forcing it to have. Because you are the one that refused to be happy, you are the one that feels like everything around you is bad, so you must work against being depressed. Depression, take note and don't forget, if you are depressed for a long time, you will become psychiatric. You will start having hallucinations, auditory, visual. Hallucinations are auditory. You can be hearing voices, you can be visual hallucination, you can be seeing things other people don't see. You can see different kind of hallucinations exist. So you must insist to keep your heart happy. God wants you to keep your heart happy. That happiness touches every aspect of your life. I think with these few points of mine, I've been able to send across the message that